All right, are you ready to get started? Okay, so tonight's session, we have a great segment all about releasing the jaw, neck, and shoulders. Everyone holds so much tension in this area. I thought we'd give it some time to really release and relax and just let that tension go. So, the first thing we always do is focus in on our alignment. So, how are you sitting? Even when we're here, we want to make sure we're still lifting up through the vertebrae all the way through the crown of the head, and then we let the shoulders hang down. Now, right now, you can rest your hands on your thighs, or you could just let the arms hang down. But let's take a moment, and this is going to sound a little strange. It might even look a little strange, but we're going to open our jaw and then we're going to move it from side to side. So, thinking releasing the tension, open and then side to side. How does it feel? Does it feel a little weird? Probably looks a little weird. But then see if you can make a little circle. Can you kind of move that joint around? Now, I deal with a lot of pain and tension in this area, so it feels kind of good. One side feels a little bit tighter than the other, but it does help. So go the other direction. See if you can open and relax that joint a little bit more. And then open wide, side to side. So you might feel some like from side to side, depending on the amount of tension that you hold in this area, you might feel little pops within that area. This is the tension releasing, okay? So everyone's joint's going to feel a little bit different. You can take your hands and you can rub right in front of your ears and just press on the fingers to help release the tension. So if you go from the top, you press down by your ears and then bring your hands to the bottom of your jaw and forward a little bit. And then just go down and release. There's other things that we can do in terms of placing our fingers in our mouth and kind of pulling this forward and down just as we're doing, but we can still get the same thing by just pressing on the outside and then down. Okay? Do a couple more rounds. Try to release the tension. And then what we're going to do is we're going to gently rest the tongue on the roof of the mouth. This should actually help release your jaw. So we want to have a little bit of space between our teeth and then our lips will close. So we inhale and exhale through the nose. See if you can release this area. You might have a little bit of a smile come across your mouth, but as the teeth are there, release the jaw area here. Open up through this section and see if you can release some tension throughout our entire session. Okay, so we really want to keep that nice relaxed jaw. Now we're going to start with our neck. So we're going to bring our arms down to our sides and we're going to reach those fingers down. Now, if you don't feel like your shoulders are hanging down very much, lift them up and then let them hang down even more. Just really pull those arms down. And we're going to start by dropping one ear to the shoulder. Imagine that you're drawing it as close as possible. And then if it feels good, you can lift up to the sky a little bit or drop the chin down towards the earth. If you're pulling that ear towards the right, drop your left shoulder down as far as possible. And really focus in. Where does it feel best? So maybe you want to hold it in one position, remembering that this is going to feel different for each person with where you get that release. So try to let go in the way that feels best for your body. We'll do a couple more rounds or holding for a breath or two in one position that might feel really big release. Checking in on that jaw, nice and relaxed. And then this time we're going to drop the chin down, drop it all the way to your chest, and then move to the other side. So ear to the left shoulder and that right arm's going to pull down. And again, you can look up or down and just tilting that chin a little bit, kind of honing in on the release that you feel. Pausing wherever you need it. We're spending a lot of time here so that we can really let go of any tension we might be holding. And just flowing or holding whatever position gives you the most release. And then the next one will come down, chin to chest. Let your shoulders hang down a little bit more and then gently lift up. Let's roll those shoulders a little bit. Let's try to release that tension. So just thinking about going forward, up, squeeze the shoulder blades back and then down. Little movements here. Really find that rotation. Lift up, back, and down. You can make it more of a square movement where we really think about going forward first, then up, then back, then down, or just find that rotation. Let's do one more all the way around and then release. This time we're going to take one hand and we're going to reach it out and we're going to turn that palm facing forward. And now, so if our left palm is reaching out, we're going to drop our ear towards the right side. This time, holding, and if it feels good to draw your chin to your chest or lift up a little bit, find the best position. Now staying here, if it feels good, and only if it feels good, it might give you a really big stretch here. Tilt your fingers back, kind of pushing out with the palm of your hand, activating the energy meridians. You might feel things light up through your thumb and your first two fingers. We're sending that energy through the whole body. We're releasing it. Make sure to keep that shoulder down still. If it ever feels too intense, just draw that palm back, relax it. We'll take two more breaths here. Check in, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Nice separation in the teeth and relaxing the jaw. And then release. Release the hand. Let it come down, back to center. And then the other side. So reach that arm out, ear to shoulder. Pausing here and again, bringing to that place that you feel the best stretch. Both shoulders hang down. And then if it feels good, draw those fingers back. Think about pushing out with your palm. Feel the energy pathways open from your fingertips through the arm, the shoulders, the neck. Release those shoulders down and check in on your jaw once more. Deep breaths all the way down to the belly. Always bringing new energy in and releasing what doesn't serve us. One more breath here. And then release. Release the arm. Release down. Drop your chin toward your chest for a moment. Shoulders hang down nice and low. And then we're going to come back up to neutral. Now we're going to think about bringing our head forward and back, finding a release here. So kind of like a chicken dance almost. We're going to lean your chin forward. Keep your head level, lean forward, and then come back. Draw the chin back, and then move forward. So go at your own pace. Reach out. So lift, like go forward, and then back. Chin to chest. Forward and back. Can you find the movement? So if I turn to the side, forward and back. Not the prettiest thing, but we want to think about leaning and then coming back. Okay. Couple of more times, back and forth, still lifting up through the spine. And then come forward, lift up, big stretch through the front of the neck. And then slowly come down. Chin to chest. Drop down. One more time, lifting up nice and slow. Look up towards the sky. Let those shoulders hang down. Then drop down, chin to chest. And then we'll come back to neutral. Back into those shoulder circles. So we're going to come forward, up, back, and down. How much movement can you find? So really find that rotation. Has it changed by opening up the neck even more? Can you think about pulling the shoulder blades apart, lifting up as high as possible, and then squeezing down? Big movements. Really finding the rotation in the joints. Here, we'll let them settle down. And we're going to take one arm and we're going to lift it up. Find full rotation and then down. And we're going to do a couple of rounds. So big circle, palm, just whichever way feels natural. Find that release in the shoulders. 2 more. Deep breaths. Last one on this side, let it hang down. And then other side lifts up and lowers down. Big rotations. Two more. Again, letting that hand face whichever direction feels good. Focusing on that shoulder rotation and release. Last one. Hang down and take both arms up and then back and down. Release the arms. Maybe just shake them out a little. Okay. Now, we're going to lift those palms up to the sky. Find lightness in your arms right now. So a little bit of bend, not tense, a little bit of bend, relaxing through, find that little gaps through the joints. And then we're going to lean from side to side. So we're going to keep those palms facing the same way. And we're going to lean. And then we're going to come back. Now you can keep your head neutral, or you could look down and then come to center. And then look down on the other side. Listen to your neck. How does it feel? Try to find that flow from side to side. Do 2 more rounds. Back and forth. Last one, completing this round. Come back. Lift up. And then float down. See if you can relax. Okay, from here, we're going to lift all the way up. Big arm circles. And then cross. And then we're going to go the other way. So lift the arms up. Reach out. And relax down. We're going to do a few more this way. So cross the arms at the front. Lift up. And relax. Finding that rotation through the shoulders. Check in again on the jaw. Tongue resting on the roof of the mouth. Space between the teeth. Maybe a little Buddha smile. Relaxing the space in the jaw joint. Let's do one more. Then we're going to go the other direction. One time, lift up and down. Let's take our left arm across. You can take your hand to the forearm or the forearm or inside of the elbow. Pulling across, open up through your shoulder blade, and then if it feels good, turn and look over the shoulder. Try to keep the space between your fingers so the energy is flowing freely. Drop those shoulders down. Find that stretch through the back and the shoulders. We're still lifting through the crown of the head even as we turn and look over the shoulder. Open up the arms, turn your head back, and then we're going to change. So right arm comes across, hand, forearm, or inside of the elbow. Pull across, and then turn and look to the other side. Check in on the shoulders. Have them press down, lift through the crown of your head. Only turn your head as far as feels comfortable. Don't push too much. One more breath. And then we're going to open, return your head to neutral, and then rest the arms down. Face those palms forward for a moment. Reach the fingers down. You're going to feel lots of energy coursing through. Turn them out a little bit as you inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to turn to one side, turn those palms facing back and look over the rear shoulder. And then inhale, turn the palms back to the front, back to center. Exhale, turn and twist, looking over the shoulder, palms face back. Move with your own breath. So inhale, exhale and twist. Same thing, just what feels good. Coming back on your inhales and turning on the exhales. Do a couple more rounds. Let those shoulders hang down a little bit more. One more round, both sides. Back on an inhale. Reach the arms up. And then come down the front of your body. Just settle down, relax the shoulders, the arms, the hands, all the way down. And then lace the fingers. Push the palms down, out, and up. Once you get to the top position, see if you can relax your shoulders. Okay. Find a little bit of movement. Reach from side to side. Open up through the shoulder blades, just back and forth in whatever way feels good. And then come to center. And we're going to keep the palms together and drop the arms down to one side. We're going to turn and look to the other side, maybe looking up slightly to help relax the forehead. And then we're going to bring those arms up and head goes neutral and then they go across and down to the other side. And we look. And then come up. Let me just flow back and forth. Feel your shoulder blades opening. Everything's rotating and moving freely. Move back and across. And two more rounds, both sides. Making sure to relax through the jaw and the forehead. Coming up and then across. Look over the shoulder. Last round. Up and down. And then last one. Coming up, across, down, and then over the shoulder. And then last time, come up. Reach the arms down, out in front. Cross your thumbs, lace your fingers, but point your index fingers to the sky. Lift up through the arms. Find a big stretch for a moment. And then relax down. Open the arms and release. From here, we're going to find a little bit more rotation through the shoulders. So we're going to cross the arms. The palms will face out. We're going to think about what it feels like to pull off a shirt. So lift up with the elbows and then take the arms out to the side. So switching whichever arm's on the inside, pull up, cross, and then reach out. Let's do a couple more. Switching the arms every time. Takes a little bit of thought. Let's do one more. This time, when you bring those palms down, push them down to the earth. Feel the earth's energy release your shoulders. Drop your chin to your chest. And then bring the ear to one side, whichever feels like it needs the most release. Tilt your head back and forth again, noticing the change. And then center and across to the other side. Really think about pushing those palms down. And then back to center and across. One more round, lifting up and lowering that chin, finding that place that needs it most. And then to center, chin to chest, and then other side last time. Chin to chest. Lifting up to neutral. Inhale, lift those arms up. And then float down the body. Taking a moment, bring your hands to your face. Draw them up, around, down the jaw. Grab your neck. Take it from the base of your skull, little squeeze down the shoulders and release. One more time. Grab the neck, press down. Now take the opposite hand across. We're going to grab through the shoulder, releasing tension. You might squeeze and pull up a little bit. Almost everyone feels a little bit of tension through this area. We're trying to release it just a little bit more. And then we'll switch. Opposite hand across, right to that shoulder. Give it a little squeeze and release. And then we're just going to take the opposite hand, run it down the arm, throw that energy out. One more time. Think about releasing that energy. Okay, one more. And then we'll do 3 times on the other side. So down, down the arm, out. The last one. And then shake the hands. Just release that energy out of the arms, out of the body, shaking the shoulders a little bit. Just feeling that energy is just flying out and we feel nice and light through the upper body. And let's take a big inhale, arms come up. Really relax, upper body, nice and slow, float down. 2 more. Draw all that energy in from the ground, through the sky. White light, good energy coming in to carry you throughout the day. One more. and then release. Wonderful practice. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed. The shoulders are hanging nice and low. Oh, and the energy is flowing. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.